Making some more progress. About halfway back, a little over halfway back. Wire wheeled it, wire brushed it, primered it, painted it. Making some more progress with the grinder, wire wheel. Still needs about 1 or 2 coats back here. Got to pull the tires, do them, fenders. Fenders are about rotten. Really needs new fenders, but I'm going to wire wheel them. And really the only thing the fenders do is support the lift in the back, and this old tractor is probably done lifting stuff. If I can just get it to run and function, I'll be happy. Here's a little bit of an update on Grandpa's tractor. I've been doing some work off camera, of course, because if I filmed all this it would take forever, but I've been cleaning up the tractor with a wire wheel. It is so pitted, it's never going to be a nice finish. I've put like 3 or 4 coats of primer and then 2 coats of paint on it. And as I tried to take it apart, some of the bolts were so rusted they'd snap off, so I didn't take everything apart. And I've still got some touch-up to do. I've got to clean this up. But it's coming along. Big thing is, I got the electrical sorted, put the battery terminal on, turn the coil on. I still don't have the cooling system put together. I had to do some work on the radiator. It was in really bad shape. All these ports were closed. All these ports were plugged up with rust. I took that neck off, got that cleaned out, had to pressure wash inside the engine to get all the rust out. But now when I put water through the throat, it runs out the bottom, so that's all clear. But it's coming along. I got to take the tires off, clean, and paint behind the tires. Of course, the seat was in horrible shape, but it's painted. Got to paint the fenders. The fenders are rotted here. It's the worst, and on the other side a little bit. And other than replacing the fenders, I'm just going to clean them up and put some paint over them. I may put some Bondo or JB Weld over the holes to kind of bind it together. But this old tractor is not going to be doing any more hard lifting and work. It's just memories of my grandfather. Well, starting to make some more progress. I've got the front spindles, wheel spindles cleaned up, painted. Got the lower throat for the radiator installed, and then I've got to install the upper one. The tires look good on it, look better than the rotten ones that were on it, so we'll keep moving. When I pull the tires off, you get a better access to the fenders. You can see this is actually the good side, and you can see how much rot there is. I don't know why they designed it like that, but people usually stick a lot of tools and stuff right there, and it packs in and then it just rusts. But I mean, it's 75 years old, so bound to have a little rust and rot. But we're just going to paint it and keep going. Smart thing to do to replace the fenders, but we're just going to paint it. Maybe down the road get some new fenders for it. Moving right along, I've got the wheel well primed with some hammer paint, axle cleaned, new fan put in, radiator mocked up, and the only leak I got right now so far is right here with no hose clamp. I'll put a clamp on it and let it sit and see if we lose any water. Continuing to move on. I got the rim painted and the hub painted, and as soon as my paint comes in, I'll finish painting it and get the tire back on. Here's what's coming out of the transmission. Yeah, there's a little water in that. Mostly water came out when I started. Look at that. Yuck. Yeah, this tractor's been sitting outside for many years, uncovered. And when I was just cranking it up and letting it run, I wanted this stuff to kind of churn up and then come out like this. But water was dripping out of it up front. So it had some water, a lot of water in it. And I'm going to flush out the transmission, put some new 90 weight oil in it.